Yaskov, and I am with Century 21 Realty Solutions. And today we're going to talk about the process of home buying, whether you're a first-time home buyer or you have purchased several homes in the past. Here are the steps. First, you always want to meet with your realtor and discuss your needs and wants of the home. You want to talk about how many bedrooms, the yard, the garage, possibly the neighborhood that you want to be in, and if you have kids, make sure you mention what kind of school area you want to be in. That is going to be very good information for your realtor when they do their search. And also make sure that you search properties on your own as well, the ones that you like or not. Once that is established, you want to make sure that you get pre-approved for a loan if you haven't done so. The reason for before you want to get pre-approved for your loan before looking at homes is that when you go look at homes and you find the perfect one that you love and you're not pre-approved, you're not able to make an offer without that pre-approval from the lender, and it might take up to 24 hours or more to get that lender approval. And in meanwhile, if you're not pre-approved, somebody else might love that home and make an offer on it. So make sure you're pre-approved prior to looking at homes. Once that is established, then we're ready to go look at homes. We're going to look at everywhere that is selected in your search criteria and look at all the neighborhoods and areas and homes that you like. And we're going to eliminate the homes that are not, that you do not like at all. So this is kind of like elimination process, not searching, but eliminating. We're going to eliminate most of the homes. They might look great on pictures, but they might not look so good or feel when you walk through it. Or it could be opposite. If pictures are bad, you still might want to look at it because it might look and feel very well and exactly what you need with that home. Once that is complete and you selected a home that you want to make an offer, this is when we write an offer. We're going to figure out the price that you're going to make to the seller. We'll make a market analysis of that home to see what that home is actually worth in that neighborhood, comparing it to the homes that recently sold within that home area. Once we figure out the price, that is when we submit the offer to the seller. And the seller can have three options. They can say, yes, we're going to accept this offer as is. Option 2, we are going to make a counter offer, and here's our counter offer. Or option 3, which usually never happens, is they're going to say, we reject your offer. We're not interested in this offer at all. Most of the times, there will be a counter offer. Once we receive a counter offer, we're going to sit down and see if that works for you as a buyer or not. And we can go back and forth and negotiate. Once we negotiate to the proper price that everybody agrees on, we move forward. When we move forward with the offer and everybody signs and agrees to it, we are under contract. This is the time when we want to schedule a home inspection. Home inspection is very important for you to get done as a buyer. We want to select the home inspector, schedule a date, time that works best for you, as it is better for you to be when the home inspection gets done. This way, home inspector can point out all the features of the home and if there's any issues at all. Home inspector is going to look at everything that's visual. He's not going to look inside the walls or anything like that. Once the home inspection is done, the home inspector will get you a written report within approximately 24 hours. When we look at that report, we want to see what is actually wrong with the property, if there is any issues with it. That will be on the report. And those issues can be taken care of most of the times. Once we figure out which items you want seller to take care of, then we submit that and we're back to negotiations. We're going to submit those repair items that you want to get done by the seller. And seller might also have two options now. They might say, yes, we agree and we'll take care of all those items. Or option 2, the seller might say, well, we agree on some of these items, but the other ones we're not willing to do. And that's when we negotiate again. Once we figure out and everybody's comfortable what needs to be done to the home to move forward, then we're back into the contract and appraisal gets ordered by your lender. Once the appraisal comes in, most of the time it is usually right on time, and once the appraisal is good, then the lender lets us to move forward. Once that is done, also you want to obtain a home insurance, because without home insurance, the lender is not going to be able to help you close this loan in any way possible. Also, there are some items that seller will take care of for you as a seller's cost, which will be the appraisal. Most of the times it is a seller's cost, especially here in Anchorage, Alaska. Then also as-built and title insurance, it would be most of the times seller's cost as well. But those items can also be negotiated upfront before any home repairs are done in the main contract body. Once that is done, we have appraisal came in and looking good for the value of your home, and all the repairs are on the way and getting completed by the seller. This is when all the paperwork gets moved to the final processing. Once the lender gets all the paperwork done, then they will send it out to to the underwriter. Underwriter will check all the documents to make sure that everything is not properly and nothing is missing for you to move forward and close on this home. If there's any issues that underwriter sees, they will send it back to the to your lender, and the lender will request more information from you as a buyer. Then you submit those documents, and the lender will send it back to the underwriter. Once the underwriter approves all your documents, then we are clear to close. There's only a couple more items that need to be done before we sign the documents and you get your keys of your home that you're found. Once we negotiate that, then we want to make sure we go back to the home and do a final walkthrough. What final walkthrough is to make sure that all the repair items that have been negotiated and agreed upon between you and the seller have been completed fully, and make sure that we have all the receipts and invoices if any contractors are actually involved with the process of repairs. Once we go through the home, make sure all the repairs are complete. We also want to look to make sure that the home is in the same condition as the last time you left it, because there's something wrong or broken, something missing that's not supposed to be missing inside the home. We want to go back and talk to the seller and finding out what has happened. Once we know that everything is good and the home is in the same condition as you left it last time, then we are clear to close and sign documents. This is when we're going to schedule your appointment with title company, date and time that works for you. We will coordinate that for you and meet at the title company. Title company will help you sign and explain all your documents. All the cost sheets will be there. They will explain where the money goes, where it went, where it came from. If the seller help you to cover any of your closing costs, that's going to be on the report as well. If they have any questions, they will explain everything for you. Once that you understand the contract and final documents, you will sign everything. Once everything is signed, then it gets sent out to the state and records the following day. At least here in Anchorage, Alaska, well, in Alaska in general, the home gets signed one day and it records the following day, just because the way the system works here. And if we sign, let's say on Monday, then the home will get recorded on Tuesday by noon approximately, and that is when you're able to get your keys. This is why we always want to make sure that when we schedule our closing signing of the documents, we want to make sure we schedule it prior to Thursday or prior to that. Because if we sign on Friday, Saturday is a holiday, a weekend for the state, and nothing is going to be recorded prior to Monday. So if we want to move into the home on the weekend or prior to the weekend, we want to make sure that everything gets signed between Monday and Thursday. This way you will get all your keys on Friday, and you'll be a complete homeowner of that home. Once you get your keys, you're ready to move in. So if you like this video, please put some comments, subscribe. If you have any questions, feel free to send me questions. I will be glad to answer those, and there'll be more videos coming up your way. So please comment, share, let me know what you think, and we'll see you soon.